Owatonna High School boys golf coach Keith Bangs. The team made a good move up the ladder from round 1 to round 2 of the sections, and Peter Jones won the section championship again. So even though the team doesn't make it to state, Keith, there's some good things for the team and some great things for Peter.
Yeah, that's right, Roy. I was just really tickled for the kids on Monday that they responded to shoot the score that they did, and it's what we had been kind of preaching to them all spring, is that what we needed was to have 3 scores in the 70s, and the 4th score being somewhere around that 80 range. And this was actually the first time all spring that we accomplished that goal. And you can see the score that we had. We sort of set off at the beginning of the year that the section tournament is our ultimate goal. Everything that we do prior to the section tournament is just to try and get the kids acclimated to what we're doing and what we want to accomplish. And for them to come through on the second day and shoot the best round of the year was really gratifying, and it was just fun for the kids to end up on a very positive note.
And then individually for Peter Jones, shot a back-to-back amazing rounds at the Jewel.
Yeah, that's right. He has had just a phenomenal spring. I mean, he's had a phenomenal career for 6 years, and we're certainly going to miss him. But he just ran away with it. To win the section by 12 strokes is quite an accomplishment, and we just hope that he's poised now to make a good run up at the state tournament and see what he can do up there. It's an opportunity for him. He's playing well, and we'll just see what develops.
What are some of the particulars of the course at Bunker Hills and what Peter likes to do and is able to do well that could be some of the keys next week?
Well, I think, the thing that you have to be able to... You're going to hit some shots where you're going to be in the woods, you're going to be in the trees, that type of thing. And the thing that Peter is so good at is that he is going to be able to kind of overcome a bad shot by making up for it by making a good putt or by making a good chip or hitting a good approach shot, or he just has that ability to kind of look past the misfortune that he had and make up for it and cut his losses. He's had very few big numbers. Sometimes bogeys are good, and he's able to do that, and that's what makes him kind of so much better than a lot of other kids. They hit a bad shot and then they magnify it by hitting another one or trying to get too cute and end up with a big number, and you just can't do that.
A lot of seniors. Do you have a lot of seniors on this team?
We have 4 seniors. 3 of them played in the section tournament team, and the 4th one was our 7th person that we always add on there just in case somebody gets sick or hurt or whatever. We've had that happen over the years. But the other 2 seniors that played on Monday were Cole Butler, who had one of his best rounds of the year when he shot a 78, which gave us our 3rd score in the 70s, and so he's one of the seniors. And then our number 6 man that we had was Garrett Crutchton, and Garrett had his best varsity round of the year with a 92, and that would have been down in the 80s if he hadn't had one hole where he he had a quintuple bogey. So, those two boys really saved their best for the last match of the year. And then our fourth senior is Ian Simon, and Ian did not make the tournament team, but he was our first alternate, and he really worked hard all spring, and the biggest nemesis that Ian had was he just couldn't avoid that disaster hole that would give him the big number, and just a great attitude, and so we're going to miss those four seniors, but we've got three kids coming back from this year's tournament team. We've got Andrew Wall, who was a sophomore, and Andrew did make all conference this year along with Peter, and he'll be back, and he shot 74 on Monday. And then Gage Schuster, who made honorable mention all conference, had an 81 on Monday, so he'll be back. And then Nick Brown was our last player on Monday, and Nick had a little bit of a struggle with shooting a 92, but he had some good rounds for us. So we've got a good nucleus of three players there, and we just hope that all three of them and the kids that were on our JV program will put the time in this summer to work on their game and improve and be ready to go next spring, and we'll see what we can do next year.
All right, and Peter Jones, to continue on, it's Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, the state meet at Bunker Hills. He was a state runner-up a couple of years ago. He was in the top 10 last year, and, of course, shooting for big things, and we wish him the best. Keith, you guys have a good time up there.
Well, we will, and we just found out that he will be teeing off on the East Course at 9 o'clock on Tuesday morning. So, and he's playing with a young man from Osseo and one from Minnetonka, okay. And then the boy that shot the 64 up at the Pines a week ago, and they played together up there. So he's in a good group. It'll be a fun group to watch.
Do they get a practice round Sunday or Monday or something?
Yeah, we have a practice round on Monday morning. So Peter, of course, will graduate on Sunday afternoon and probably go to a reception or two to get a bite to eat, and then we'll probably try to leave early evening. Okay. And then we tee off at like about 8:15 in the morning on Monday for our practice round, and then we go to the banquet Monday night, and then Tuesday we go to work. So it's always an exciting time, and I just hope that the weather cooperates and that Peter can bring his A game.
Keith, thank you very much.
You are welcome, Roy.
Owatonna Boys Golf with Keith Bangs on KRFO.